We are live for Gonzaga versus St. Mary's. There's the score up yesterday. Gonzaga defeated San Francisco 89-77, but unfortunately, we got to take those points away. We got to bring St. Mary's in. They are the number one seed in this bracket. Number 17, Gonzaga, facing number 21, St. Mary's. Number 1 and 2 seeds in the bracket. Game has not officially tipped off yet, so not actually late. We'll erase the donations from yesterday. Thank you to everyone who donated and new subscribers. Everyone who viewed yesterday. Let's go to the chat. What's up, Daniel Berry? Yo, PBR Street Gang. Hello, sir. Are we ready for some March Madness? I am ready. I am a huge Gonzaga fan. I think that they might be hitting their stride right at the right time here, like at the perfect time. Get the starting lineup going here for you Gonzaga Bulldogs. And I'm not going to act like I'm not a homer. I got a Zaga shirt on here. Of course, I'm going for the Bulldogs. So let's start out our starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Graham Ike, number 13 at forward. Dude has been on fire during the tournament. Number 0, Ryan Nemhart at guard. St. Mary's 25-7 during the regular season. Gonzaga 25-6. Western Conference Championship Finals. Right here. Here's how these two teams got here. St. Mary's defeated Santa Clara 79-65. Gonzaga defeated San Francisco last night 89-77. So 12 and 14 point margins. Each team won by. And big seeds in the NCAA tournament at large, the D1 tournament, at stake here in this game.
Second to none, really. I mean, tonight is the 14th time that these two
both teams should make the NCAA tournament regardless. Gonzaga being a number 17, if they win, they're probably a number 4. At St. Mary's, they're at 23. If they win, they're probably at lowest a 6.
With Gonzaga. Zags are playing so well. Last night's win keyed by their backcourt right.
Either team could end up being a 5. What's up, Robert? Drunken Charge in the house. Evening, Phil D. What's going on, my man? It's good fights of friends, family. Cheers.
He went to those guards last night. Both of them played the full game, and Hickman and Nemhart.
Ben Gregg was on fire. Everybody got involved for Gonzaga last night. All 5 starters. And your offensive, possibly your offensive 6th man of the year, Braden Huff, definitely contributed as well on the offensive side of the ball.
And maybe the best game he's ever played came last night in the semis. Well, they're going to need him to.
What's up, Robert? Cheers. It's Phil.
He came out on fire. Hit 6 threes in the first half. Finished 7.
They're going to have to deal with Alex Dukas, though, if you're Gonzaga. Santa Clara's Alex Dukas hit 7 3-pointers versus Santa Clara. He was 7 for 11, 21 points. That was all of his baskets, was those 7 3-pointers. Hey, Salvador Chavez. Good to see you, buddy.
But it's about the rivalry.
Glad you're here.
It's about the fact they split both the first 2 meetings, and they know that each other are really good teams, and this is a measuring stick before they get to the NCAA tournament. Gales won in Spokane, Zags won in.
All right, here we go. Here is the tip-off. And it's going to go.
That was not the proper way.
They're going to have to redo it. And it will go to the Zags.
I've never seen in the history of basketball. Welcome to championship night.
All right, here we go. And Ben Gregg out on the perimeter being double teamed. Gets the ball over to Anton Watson. Back to Nembhard. Oh, Nembhard got a little fancy and loses the ball. St. Mary's with the steal, and here they come. St. Mary's starting 5. Oops, that's not what I meant to do, sorry. All right, number 3 for St. Mary's out on the perimeter. There's Alex with the pass inside, and St. Mary's gets the first score of the game. 2-0 St. Mary's. Let's go Bulldogs. Gonzaga starting 5, as we mentioned. Ryan Nembhard, Nolan Hickman, Anton Watson, Graham Ike, and Ben Gregg. And there is number 13, Graham Ike with the basket. Nice little short hook, and we got a tie ball game early. Oh, number 11 finds himself all alone on the throne. Misses the lay-in. Rebound from Hickman. Passes off to Watson. Watson posting up to the outside. Nembhard thinks about the 3. Decides to go to the basket. Passes back out to the perimeter. And there is Nolan Hickman with the ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Back inside to Ike. Ike's going to take the jump shot, and he misses. There was just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He had to get rid of that hot potato. And here comes St. Mary's. And they're going to pass it inside again to number 11. And he kisses the glass and gets that one to go home. 4-2 St. Mary's. 17:40, 39, 38, 37, 36 on the game clock. And a turnover for Gonzaga. Bad pass and a little sloppy play early from Spokane. They can't afford to do this too much against St. Mary's. And Dukas has got the ball again. He passes on the inside. Well, and they turn it over, back over to Gonzaga. So lucky break there for Gonzaga. They had 2 turnovers early. There's the first one for St. Mary. And here comes Gonzaga. The outside Hickman. Hickman going to come in, attack the basket. No, he's going to pass it back out to Ike. And Ike gets it stripped. And St. Mary's misses on the other end. Wild basketball here early. Nembhard bringing up the ball. Passes to Ike, back to Nembhard. Oh, what a beautiful pass from Nembhard. Behind the back of a St. Mary player. And Ike puts it in 4-4. Beautiful pass from Nembhard. And almost a steal there from Nembhard on the other side. St. Mary's hits the 3. Number 20. That's Mahoney. He hits the 3 ball, and St. Mary's has a 7-4 lead. Nembhard passing inside. St. Mary's gets the ball before it goes out of bounds. Remember, Gonzaga went down early last night against San Francisco. I believe St. Mary's is even a little better team. 4 turnovers early for the Zags in the first 4 minutes. Not a good start hanging onto the ball. And beautiful passing on the inside from St. Mary. And they're going to call a foul.
So, quick start for the Gales. Saxon will be at the free throw line when we come back to Las Vegas.
She just got done watching Space Jam with my daughter, the original. Feels that sounds like a cool memory. Saw it in theaters when I was 11 or 12. I don't know that I've ever seen that. Oh yeah, I guess I did back in the day. Never seen the new one. I was like, why? the first one was bad enough. No, it was cool, especially to watch. Especially cool to watch with your kids. All right, 8 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks to everybody joining us last night for Gonzaga and Santa Clara. We caught a few other games before that. Games really start early tomorrow. I believe they're starting at 8:30 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, 11:30 Eastern. 16 years old and Space Jam came out. 16 or 17, I can't really remember. Came out in 96. Okay, so I think I was 17, so you'd have been 16, Robert. Depending on when in 96, I guess. All right, Gonzaga going down early here against St. Mary's in Las Vegas. A lot of game to play here, though. Just about 16 minutes left in the first half. Any St. Mary's fans out there? Yep, I was 12 then, Phil. Alex Dukas from St. Mary's says credit to Gonzaga. They're a good squad, but I don't think they won the game. I think we lost the game last time at home. If anything, we hope they win this game right now, and we can't wait to see them next. Well, they were hoping Gonzaga would beat Santa Clara last night so they could play them today, and they got their wish. St. Mary's, number 11 at the line, hits the first one. 8-4 St. Mary's. Gonzaga, very much a streaky team. They play in spurts often. They played in spurts yesterday. Put on a showcase in the second half when they put the game away. Number 11 on the inside. That's Nolan Hickman. Beautiful hook shot for him. And he pulls the Zags back within 3. There's Dukas on the outside. The man of the hour. Wow, and he's going to take a 3 from way out. That misses. Possibly a loose ball foul on number 0, Nemhart, for the Zags there. St. Mary's came down with the rebound, and then there was some initial contact.
You talked about Duke, Carolina. St. Mary's and Gonzaga have now tied Duke and Carolina most.
All right, St. Mary's inbounding the ball back in. Here's number 11 posting up against Ike. Misses. Ike gets the rebound. Gonzaga coming up the court with a chance to come within 1 or tie it. Nemhart inside to Ike. Ike posting up, draws the double, takes the fadeaway. He's going to miss it. And out of bounds. It looked like that was tipped out by Gonzaga. There was a St. Mary's hand in there, though. We'll see which direction it goes.
Mark Few, 25 consecutive NCAA tournaments. When their name gets called, Randy Bennett, their team gets to the tournament and advances in the tournament.
And it does go back to Gonzaga. There was a St. Mary's hand in there. All right, Nemhart inbounds the pass to Hickman. Down to Ike. Ike posting up again. Oh! Talk about bad luck. That little hook. I mean, it was all the way around the rim and just would not go down. St. Mary's gets the rebound, and full court press here for Gonzaga. Maybe an offensive foul. Now they're going to call that on Ike, and a lot of boos here. We know that a lot of Spokane fans traveled for this. They appear to have the most fans here of any team. Graham Ike, just 4 points, 2 fouls, and he's going to have to sit down. That is a lot of time in the half to lose one of your best players. And St. Mary's on the inside with the dunk. There's a little hole in the middle now on defense, too, losing Ike. That is, he is one of their more physical players on offense and defense. So let's see how Gonzaga handles that. Here's Hickman from the outside. Nolan Hickman with the short jumper. And he misses. Back to St. Mary's. They're up by 5 with the ball. I would call a timeout here if I'm Gonzaga. Gonzaga seems to be a little bit out of it after Ike got that second foul and had to be benched. And they laid the ball in pretty easily, 13-6. Here comes Nembhard. Pass the ball off easy. Lay and miss there for Anton Watson of Gonzaga. And remember, what did I say at 11-6? I said I thought Gonzaga should call a timeout. Hopefully St. Mary's doesn't go on a run here, but Gonzaga seems a bit unraveled here. And St. Mary's, beautiful ball movement as they've had all year. Finds the open man. Number 3, Marcelius, under the basket. And they will call the timeout. 4 points too late, in my opinion.
And you've got to be aggressive and assertive. And everybody, it's not just about Mitchell understanding. It's everybody on the floor with him. Mahaney, excellent up and under move to finish. But Mitchell, Saxon, back-to-back buckets. And the Gales are
13-11 left in the first half. St. Mary's out to a commanding lead early, 15-6. All right, commercial break. What's everybody drinking, smoking, eating tonight? I went out and had me a healthy Red Robin burger and some fries earlier. No. I did eat sweet potato pie, so does that count as healthy? I think so. Now I can have a hard salsa. Phil D, I know you're always cooking something nice. What's cooking in Phil D's kitchen? 10 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. YouTube had just mentioned to me, they said anytime that you even copy that address to hit that share button, it bumps the stream up in the algorithm. And there's a basket for Gonzaga. Nice little jumper from Nembhard, 15-8. Oh, the nasty finish. The dunk there from number 11. Gets the rebound and throws it down. Back to a 9-point lead for St. Mary. And that one's swatted past half court. Nembhard comes up with it. Nice screen. Oh, what a play! Nembhard to Watson. Watson screened for Nembhard, spun back around, and he ends up being the one open underneath the basket. 11 points for the Zags. And Nembhard putting on the hard D at half court. You just can't afford to leave people open when it comes to this St. Mary's team. Please speak more clearly. Your mic is not good. Mic sounds fine on my end. All right. Thank you, Joy and Jen. Thanks for letting me know. I will do my best here. All right. Well, 17-10. I don't know how I ended up with 11. Sorry, I got an important text here, so just a second. All right, so I don't know if you have to turn your volume up or whatever. I'm looking at getting a new mic. I'll probably grab a new mic tomorrow, but for now, whatever was going on with my other mic, it's just the mic from my webcam. Mine too, brother. Clear as day. Thank you, Alex Ramos. So, yeah, maybe check on your side, joins in. I don't know. But 17-10 early here. Early lead for St. Mary's. And they're hitting us with the commercials today, though, aren't they? They know people are watching this game. This is the Western Conference Championships. The winner, as I mentioned, will get a much higher seed in the NCAA tournament. That's one of the things that they're playing for. Obviously, they're playing to be the Western Conference champion as well. And Gonzaga has been as hot as any team as of late. One of the only teams as hot as them maybe is St. Mary's. Put anything down this game? Gee, no, I didn't, Alex. We're actually not allowed to bet on college teams within our state. So I wouldn't be able to bet on this game even if I wanted to. It's not allowed. I'd go to another state, I guess. But other than that, that's the only opportunity to bet on Gonzaga games. All right, Gonzaga with the ball. Nembhard brings it up past half court. And he passes it to Hickman. Hickman out on the perimeter. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Out to Anton Watson. Watson's going to cut towards the basket. Passes. Oh, beautiful hook shot from Hickman. Nolan Hickman for Gonzaga shoots. And he scores. St. Mary's with the ball, bounces it off the glass, and it is in. A 7-point lead once again for St. Mary's. Aiden Mahaney, 7 points early on 3 for 3. Double team on Hickman. He passes it to Watson. Watson back out to Braden Huff, who is in for Ike. Braden Huff under the basket, passes it back out. There's a three-pointer. Misses. That was Anton Watson, but they were running into some shot clock issues again, and St. Mary's gets the rebound. Sag's most overhyped team in the country for 15 years. West Coast teams suck. Hey, I resemble that remark. Adam says, sounds fine, just quiet, not easy to hear. What up, folks? And Gonzaga with a quick basket on the other side. And they say he was fouled first, I believe. Commercials are louder and easy to hear.
Offensively, the knack to be an elite level scorer. And when he defers, you're like, you know what you're capable
Oh, okay. You like anything, though, if you could.
and often we see that.
All right, here comes Gonzaga down by 7.
Stromer, freshman for Gonzaga, comes in. Big Greg a rest.
Couple of new faces in for Gonzaga. There's a 3-ball from the outside. Air ball. And that'll go out of bounds to St. Mary. Like I said, rough start here early for Gonzaga. Oh, it was touched. They're going to say it was touched by St. Mary. So there we go. Gonzaga back with the ball. There's Anton Watson on the inside. Lays it up. And it's a 5-point ball game. 9:37, 36, 35 left here in the first. 33 from the outside. Shoots the three-pointer. Misses. Watson with the rebound. Here comes Nembhard. And he passed it outside to 34. Brandon Huff back to Nembhard. Huff screens for him. And back out for the three-pointer. And that's a miss from Anton Watson. St. Mary's with the rebound. 9:08, 07, 06, 9:05 left in the first half. St. Mary's by 5 with the ball. Oh, and 33 open in the corner, and he misses it. Watson with the rebound once again. Anton Watson to Nembhard, back to Watson. Oh, and almost a steal there for St. Mary's. Good job of Watson getting that back. Nembhard blocked. St. Mary's gets the ball. Five turnovers on the day for Gonzaga, 3 for St. Mary's.
He gets called for the push-off.
Oh, and that's going to be an offensive foul on St. Mary's. He made the basket, but he pushed off. Offensive foul on St. Mary's. Let's see it. There's the push. And, I mean, number 4, he went flying pretty good there. Back to Gonzaga. Gonzaga +4, Celtics. All these 25-win seasons don't mean jack. And a three-pointer for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Ryan Nembhard with a dagger, and Gonzaga is within 2. Mark Few is the greatest coach of a losing team in NCAA history. It's only one team that can win the national championship every year, James. And they went there a couple years ago against Duke. I mean, there's hundreds of teams, man. I don't know what you expect out of them. They're not the only 25-win team every season, but it's been basically a different team winning the national championship for how long? I don't know, man. 7:58 left in the half. You West Coast teams are woke-ass softies. All right, man. Strong opinions. Where are you from, James? I bet you're from New York. He's not going to answer now. I think I got him pegged. I think he's a New Yorker. 15 up in the chat. Like I said, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that share button if you want to help grow our stream here. Just a lucky guess, James, but I see he is not in the chat after that. I'm guessing I was correct. He's a New Yorker. I'm going to say New York or Boston, but I think I hit the nail on the head. $19-7. As I said, another little commercial break here. We could try this other mic here. No, I think we won't. I got some other issues here, so I guess just try hard to listen. We don't usually have that problem on this channel that I'm hard to hear, but with the mic right now, apparently that's the case. Sorry for that. I think I was stepping on my green screen there behind me. But Champ Week tickets punched. Moorhead, State, Longwood, Stetson, Drake, James Madison, Samford, Oakland, and Charleston. That's 8 teams that have had their tickets punched for the NCAA tournament. And St. Mary's will get the ball with a 2-point lead here. They have not trailed tonight. They have led by as much as 9. St. Mary's with the ball on the perimeter. Back to number 3. He's going to attack the basket. That's a miss off the board. Gonzaga gets it. Here comes Nemhart. And Nemhart, look like he's going to take it all the way himself. Passes it back outside to Ben Gregg. Back to Nemhart on the perimeter. Nemhart to Watson. Anton Watson, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Back to Nemhart, 7-6. Nemhart attacking the basket hard, and he goes down. Wait, that's Anton Watson down for Gonzaga. You got to hope he's okay. That's going to be a foul on St. Mary. Or St. Mary's, excuse me. Bill says fire.
Is that right? I think there's a miscommunication. I think they're fixing that.
And Watson will go to the line with a chance to tie it. And he misses the first. Okay, it's 2 shots here. I was going to say 1-1. It's not 1-1. Selection Sunday, the live bracket reaction, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on ESPN. And Watson misses both free throws. Not a good moment there for Watson. Had a chance to tie it and misses both opportunities to score there at the line. St. Mary bringing the ball up 3 on the perimeter. Number 14 cutting to the hoop. Slices, dices, lays it in. 4-point lead for St. Mary's. Nemhart on the outside, passing it to Ben Gregg. Back to Watson. Watson under the basket. Posting up. He's going to attack, and there's going to be a foul on St. Mary's. That's 4 apiece. 4 fouls apiece here, and Anton Watson, not a bad guy to foul right now. 64% on the season, but he missed his first 2 at the line. He hits that one. Barely, 21-18. So Zags within 3. And he hits the second, back to a 2-point game. 21-19, St. Mary's with the ball. Number 11 underneath for St. Mary's. Oh, what a block there from Hayden. Oh, excuse me, that was Ben Gregg, number 33. Nemhart bringing the ball up, draws the double team, back to the outside. Watson got it back to Nemhart. Screens for Nemhart. Watson under the basket, post is up. Fade away, misses. Barely misses that one. And St. Mary's bringing the ball up again. Low scoring first half here. A lot of defense being played. Number 13, number 3, kisses that off the glass for St. Mary's. Back to a 4-point lead for them, 23-19. I can feel the nerves in both teams. Remember, both teams also played a game last night, a late night game, and a game where they had to have their starters on the floor for most of the game. Most of those games were pretty tight up until at least the second half of the second half. What's up, Dean Hamper in the house? Good to see you. 14 up in chat. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. Graham Ike back in. 4 points and 2 fouls, though. They got to be really careful bringing him back in right now. Number 11 to the hoop for St. Mary's. Gets the rebound. And he's going to go to the foul line. So I can't wait for the USC game tomorrow. When are they playing Salvador? I'm hoping I can cover that game. All right, 5 fouls on Gonzaga, 4 for St. Mary's. St. Mary's passes the ball inside. Number 3 going to the board, misses. Gonzaga with the ball. Nemhart to Watson, and he slams it home. 21-23, and look at these Bulldogs standing and screaming. They have taken over Las Vegas. These Spokane fans, they travel well, and they have been the majority of fans at every game they played in. Probably 80% of the fans last night when they were playing Santa Clara. And St. Mary's with an easy lay in there, though, scoops it up. 25-21, St. Mary's. That's going to be Ben Gregg underneath and for Gonzaga, and he is fouled. Cheers, Robert. Adam says, what's up, Phil? Dean, Robert, 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'll be at my wife's school helping her students most likely. I was hoping it was a later game, but I'm sure we'll cover some USC before the tournament's over, Salvador. Is that East Coast, West Coast? All right, Ben Gregg hits the first of 2. 25-22, St. Mary's. That one falls through. Back to a 2-point game for the Zags. Remember, St. Mary's is led by as much as 9. 5 fouls on each team. Possession arrow belongs to St. Mary's. St. Mary's on the perimeter. And number 3 is going to attack the basket once again. And good defense here by the Zags. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And they're going to take a 3 from the outside. That misses. Rebound. 25 for St. Mary's. And Ben Gregg saying he got his eyes raked there.
These two teams meet up.
Number 25, Forbes.
Was it called? Whatever. It's champ week. Let's go.
And they're saying that even the announcer is saying that was a foul, but it was not called. West Coast. All right. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to stream during that time. I think it's going to be just afternoon and or evening games tomorrow. But we'll definitely make sure we get some USC before it's done. I hope they win tomorrow. Who are they playing, Salvador? I have not looked at all the brackets. Double digits up in the chat. Hey, I was looking at the stats on YouTube. Yesterday's Gonzaga game actually did better numbers than the last UFC fight night. So I was happy with that. Pleasantly surprised. Let's see who USC is playing tomorrow. I'm gonna look at the games tomorrow, and we'll look through and decide what we want to cover. Of course, I'm a Washington fan, so I may pick a Washington team. You never know. Yeah, games start tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. with St. Joseph's and George Mason. Second round of the Atlantic 10 Championship. Yeah, there's, USC's playing Washington. Oh, they're playing at noon. Salvador, according to ESPN. Looks like that's the Pac-12 tournament. First round, Washington 17-4, USC 14-7. Washington tomorrow. I said 3:44 left in the first half here in Las Vegas. West Coast Conference Championship on the line. Number 1 seeded St. Mary's leading number 2 Gonzaga by 2, 25-23. And yeah, you see Las Vegas. It's like basically you can see the strip and then desert, nothingness. A few little buildings, houses, and things. All right, both teams shooting fairly well early. 47% for the Zags, 46% for St. Mary's. Zags will get the ball here. Watson passing inside to Nembhard with a chance to tie or go up by 1. Nembhard on the perimeter gets the screen, and he's going to take the jumper off the rim. St. Mary's with the rebound. 3:25, 24, 23, 3:22 left in the first half. He thought about taking the 3. Number 20 there for St. Mary's. Good defense there by Anton Watson. They would love to get a third foul on Watson, though. And there's a jumper for St. Mary's. Misses. Watson with the rebound for Gonzaga. And he's going to pass it to Nembhard, who gets it over to number 33, Ben Gregg, inside to Ike. And he lays it home, 25-25. Tie ball game. St. Mary's, number 3, stops, passes into number 11. Ben Gregg, number 33, guard him. Nembhard with the steal, and Gonzaga with a chance to take the lead. He passes it inside to Ike, who misses the lay-in. St. Mary's gets the loose ball. And they'll have a chance to regain the lead. 2:10, 2:09, 2:08. 2:08 left in the first half. Number 20 takes the three-pointer, and it is through. Mahaney nails the three-pointer from the outside and puts St. Mary's back up by 3. That's 10 points for number 20, Aiden Mahaney. Back out to Ike. Ike double teamed. He passes it back out to Nembhard, who throws up a floater, and it is in. 1-point ball game. Beautiful floating jumper there for Nembhard. 7 points, 6 assists in the first half here for number 0, Ryan Nembhard. And St. Mary's passing along the perimeter. 3-point shot again. And that is through.
I think they gave it to him. They gave it to him. He was calling it the entire time.
Another 3-pointer for St. Mary's.
But if you give it to him, he's got to shoot it with confidence.
And I think we're going to see another timeout here from the Zags. They finally tied it up, and just like that, they're back down by 4. Good to see Graham Ike back in if you're a Zags fan. But as I said, it would be horrible to see him pick up a third foul. Those that are used to NBA games and not college basketball, I know some of you are more in the NBA. NBA fouling out of 6 fouls, and in college it's 5 fouls.
4-point lead, 1 minute to go until halftime. The three-point make, Randy Bennett called the timeout, maybe just to help.
All right, just 1 minute left in the half.
Well, you get Mitchell Saxon out of the game so that he avoids picking up his 3rd personal foul. That's why you call that timeout. And a smart use it or lose it timeout by Randy Bennett. That was actually
a timeout by St. Mary's. And Gonzaga will have the ball here with 1 minute left in the half. Down by 4. Nembhard bringing it up past full court to Watson, to Hickman. Back to Watson. Passes it inside to Ike, who makes the turn. He is blocked. What a block there from number 33. St. Mary's has not trailed tonight. They're currently on a 6-2 lead since Gonzaga tied it up at 25. And number 33 with the ball. Just 1 second left on the shot clock. He's just going to let it expire. And it looks like Gonzaga should get the last shot of the half. 14.1 seconds left. And if you were looking at points, I hope you picked the under. I hope you didn't pick the over. 4-point game for the Zags, and Nembhard going all the way. He's rejected. And St. Mary's almost makes a half-court shot to end the half. So, a little bit of sloppy play here. Both teams tired after playing a long physical game just 24 hours ago, maybe less than 24 hours ago if you're talking about the Zags. And St. Mary's the 4-point lead, 31-27. Let's see if I'm able to turn this mic any closer to me. I know you guys were saying this this mic here was a little quiet. Let me know how that is. That's a little closer. All right, anything anybody wants to talk about? We're going to take some call-ins. Phone number is 425-791-8730. If you'd like to call in, let your voice be heard. Anything you want to talk about. Doesn't have to be basketball. Could be boxing, MMA. Could be Russell Wilson signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Which is a strange turn of events, especially if you're a Denver Broncos fan. A little bit of an ugly, rough patch you guys are going through there. Let's go through some scores from around the league. All right, finals earlier today. Fordham defeated Davidson in the first round of the Atlantic 10 Championship, 71-63. UCF defeated Oklahoma State in the first round of the Big 12. Notre Dame squeaked by Georgia Tech, 84-80 in the ACC. LaSalle just nicked by George Washington, 61-60. What a fun one there in the Atlantic 10. Cincinnati beating West Virginia by 5, 90-85 in the ACC. Vermont beats New Hampshire by 7 in the American East semifinal. St. Louis defeats Rhode Island, 74-71 by a 3-ball in the Atlantic 10. Canisius defeats Mount St. Mary's, not to be confused with St. Mary's, 77-61. And UMass Lowell defeats Bryant, 77-70 in the American East playoffs. McNeese beaten up on Lamar, 76-57 in the Southland Tournament semifinals. CAA Championships, final in overtime. Charleston defeating Stony Brook by 3, 82-79. Oakland defeats Milwaukee, 83-76. Wagner over Merrimack, 54-47. And last but not least, Boston College defeats Miami, 81-65 in the ACC. We do have a couple other games going on right now. 10-14 left in the Big Sky Championship semifinal. Sacramento State trailing Montana State 63-55. Remember, Sacramento State just a few days ago pulled off the biggest upset probably of the year, knocking off number 1 seed Eastern Washington University, number 1 in their tournament. Sac State, the bottom seed at number 10. Iona leading Manhattan by 6 points, 40-34. That contest has 16-31 left in the game. Nichols up 5 points now on Texas A&M, 32-27 with 48 seconds in the half there. FIU and Jacksonville also at the half. Jacksonville State leading FIU 37-34. And just getting underway, South Dakota and Denver in the Summit League Championship. South Dakota up by 14, 19-5. Sound was okay here. This is PBR. Phyllis says, same here. Thank you. All good here. At work at the moment. Sorry to hear that, PBR, but I know we all gotta earn our money, right? You all gotta pay those bills and have something to eat left at the end of the day, and it's not getting any easier. I see Subway. Nobody can afford their sandwiches anymore, so they had to come out with new things. A $3 foot-long Annie's pretzel and a 3-foot-long cookie. Like, why don't you just give us some decent prices again on the sandwiches? I mean, it's just bread and meat. Bread and meat and veggies, right? How expensive can it be? But like 15 frickin' bucks for a Subway sandwich now. Event in progress. St. Mary's, they have been physical on the boards. Gonzaga been a little sloppy with the ball. A few missed free throws. Anton Watson missing his first 2. I mean, that makes it a 2-point game right there. But during those last couple minutes of the second half, Gonzaga had tied it up at 25 apiece. And that was with Ike on the bench for a good probably 6-7 minutes of foul trouble. They tied it up at 25, but to end the half, St. Mary's goes on a 6-2 run to go into the second half up by 4. For our gamblers out there, I know we got some gamblers in here. I seen the comments last night. Toonami 13. I don't know if you're in here, but I know he won last night and chipped in a little donation to the channel. So that was appreciated from all those gamblers. Gonzaga was a 3.5-point favorite going into the game last night. Let's look up the odds right now. I'm going to open up DraftKings. And we'll see what our odds on our spread are. Well, I actually can't look them up because it's the Washington College team. Never mind. Somebody else would have to give it to me. I might be able to get it on ESPN Bets. Let's see what they got here. But I imagine it's got to be pretty close to where it opens. It opened with Gonzaga 3.5-point favorite. All right, so St. Mary's is a 1.5-point favorite right now. They are a favorite on the money line, -140. Gonzaga's a +110. The over-under, if you're looking to bet on that, 131.5 after a very low-scoring first half. It's hard to think that these guys are not going to bring the scoring up. But you look at that, that's 58, 31 and 27, that's 58 doubled is, that's just 116 points. So that's a tough one. 131.5. I might still go with the under. They're on pace for a score of 62-54, though. I do not foresee this game being that low scoring for the rest of the game. Stranger things have happened, though. All right, 15 up in the chat, and we are getting closer to heading into the second half. All right, for all those 90s kids that loved X-Men back in the day, apparently they're bringing it back out. They're bringing back out X-Men 97, the old school X-Men, same kind of art and everything. Apparently, so that's kind of cool. Who's everybody's teams in there here, though? I heard Salvador saying he's a USC guy. Obviously, I'm a Zags guy. I hope your USC does well, Salvador. Just not as well as my Washington teams. I hope they make the tournament, though. It's a lot more fun to watch the tournament when your team's there. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick restroom break and fill up my water jug before the second half starts. Because I imagine it's starting after this commercial break. Be right back. Breaking through the city. Robert, Drunken Charge. I haven't heard much from you tonight. You must be on about beer 30. We used to say beer 30. One of the jobs I worked at before, we used to always say beer 30. We'd leave and we'd always go over to somebody's house, watch sports, drink beer. A lot of times it was my house, but we would call it beer 30. Basically because you were off. You're off at 5:30, whatever it is. When you're off, it's beer 30. For Rob, he's literally on beer 30 by about this time of the day. All right, don't forget to hit the like and share button heading into the second half, guys. I'm going to share this over in our Facebook chat. Fights with Friends Facebook chat. All right, start of the second half here. Remember, for both of these teams, win or lose, they've already punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Maybe not technically, but when the bracket comes out, like I said, you're looking at 23 and 17th ranked in the state, or excuse me, in the country. So these two teams, they're not going to get bumped out of the tournament with a loss here, but it's definitely going to help their seed with a win. And I mean, they definitely want to win their conference. This is big bragging rights in the West Coast Conference. Yes, I am, Robert. All right, St. Mary's with the ball to start the second. 9:52, 51, 19:50 left in the half, and 25 lays it in. That was an easy one to start the half for St. Mary's, and Gonzaga, they've got to start contesting more of those easy baskets, because they gave up too many in the first half. There's a floater for Watson. Oh, excuse me, that's Hickman, number 11, Noah Hickman. So back to a 4-point game. St. Mary's with the ball. And number 3 into a double team, throws it up over the head of Ike. And it looks like that foul is going to be on number 11, Nolan Hickman for Gonzaga. Everybody on Gonzaga, Mark Few, everybody that traveled here, everybody watching from home that's a Gonzaga fan, was all wincing a little bit, including myself, saying, man, we hope that foul's not on Ike, and luckily it was not. First free throw goes through for St. Mary's. And he buries the second, 35-29, St. Mary's. 6-point lead for the California team. And here comes the Zags, 19 minutes, 18:59, 58, 57, 56, 18:55 left in the half. Nemhart passes it inside to Ike. And I believe that's a travel on Ike. That's another turnover. 6 turnovers for the Zags, 7 turnovers from St. Mary's today. A sloppy first half, bleeding into the second at the moment. And 44, Lucas from the outside. Excuse me, misses the three-pointer. Here comes Nemhart. And that's a three-point attempt from the Zags. Misses. St. Mary's on the other end. He should have taken that three. I was surprised Dukas didn't take that three. And there's a miss for St. Mary, but I think we got a foul. Excuse me. So that's a third foul on number 13, Graham Ike. Risky move here for Mark Few. I don't disagree with Mark often, but I would not leave Graham Ike in here right now. That is a lot of time to play with 3 fouls. And St. Mary's goes 1 of 2 from the line. They extend their lead to 7 points. Mitchell Saxon, number 11, with 11 points for St. Mary's. St. Mary's misses, ball up in the air. Back to St. Mary's, 7-point game. And a 3 from the corner, number 20, he hits it. Aiden Mahoney with the dagger, and that is a 10-point lead for St. Mary's. Graham Ike on the other side under the basket, double teamed. And that's a tie-up, possession arrow towards Gonzaga, so they will get the ball back. But they are trailing by 10. I don't know what Mark Few said during halftime, but the Gonzaga Bulldogs have got to wake up here. Nemhart from the outside passes into Ike, and he hits a short jumper. 39-31, St. Mary's with the ball. Full court press from Gonzaga. Good screen there for Mahoney, and Mahoney will take the jumper. Misses, but they give up a rebound and a foul. Anton Watson with the personal foul for Gonzaga, and that's the last thing Gonzaga needs right now is foul trouble on top of everything else. It's not a shooting foul, so St. Mary's will inbound it, but that's 3 fouls already in the first half for Gonzaga. Number 20 shoots the 3 again, and it's an arrow, straight as an arrow all the way through. 42-31, St. Mary's, 16 points for Aiden Mahoney, and that's going to be another timeout for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. $16:47 left in the half as we go to the commercials. Travis Sturge says, basketball with friends. Yes, sir. Having a good time. How was your day, Travis? Hope you didn't have to work too much. If you did, I hope it was a good day. People still have good days at work? All right, we crack these booze and we drink these booze. What you drinking, Travis? Are you home? I know what Robert's drinking. I know he's got the Natty Ice, but I know he also got some moonshine he's working on. Some Coke and rum. He's staying at an open bar right now, it sounds like. He sent me some pictures. I want some of that moonshine, Robert. Holy shit, is that what we're watching? Basketball. Robert's so drunk and high, he doesn't even know what sport it is. Natty Ice, says Travis. Yeah. Oh, you're drinking Natty Ice too? You and Robert. Nice. So you guys should share a row in Vegas. You can share a 300 pack of Natty Ice. Not real confident in my Gonzaga Bulldogs right now. Their offense has been anemic tonight. Much different game than the second half we were looking at last night versus Santa Clara. March 8th, the last time these two played, St. Mary's defeated Gonzaga.
Last time they did it back in 2019, typical St. Mary's score 60-47. It's been that kind of game here tonight.
Good cheap beer. That's the best kind, right? Well, the best kind is free, but here comes Gonzaga. Nemhart on the outside. Inside to Watson. Watson's doubled. Back out to Nolan Hickman. Back to Watson, and he hits the hook shot. 42-33. Now they're going to need a couple stops here. St. Mary's leading by 9 with the ball. And that's going to be another foul on Gonzaga. 4 in the half. No fouls for St. Mary's in this first half so far. Number 20, Aiden Mahoney with the ball on the outside, doubled. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and a timeout called by St. Mary's. And they'll run off to yet another commercial break. St. Mary's, number 1 seed in this Western Conference tournament. Gonzaga, the number 2 seed. Gonzaga, 17 in the nation overall. St. Mary's, 23. But St. Mary's looking to upend Gonzaga for the seeding in that Western bracket. And they're well on their way to doing that with a 9-point lead here. Hey, any beer is always a good idea though, right, Travis? Just about any beer, except for Coors. Coors tastes like piss, but anything else. If I offend any Coors drinkers out there, good. Because that stuff tastes like shit. It's all good, though. To each their own. Love me and my natty ices, says Robert. I know you do, man. I hate Michelob, says Travis Turchio. Got another 3 30 packs today. What's that, about a day's worth? 2 days worth? the women's NCAA basketball tournament going on the other end. They are in Champ Week. And there's the ACC men's tournament. Notre Dame defeating Georgia Tech today. Boston College defeating Miami. North Carolina State upending Louisville. And St. Mary's gets the ball up by 9. 15:52, 51, 15:50 left in the half. Number 11 to the rim. And I believe he draws a foul there.
You're going to have to get a shot off quickly out of the timeout. St. Mary's leading by 9.
No, 1 second left on the shot clock. St. Mary will have to inbound here with 1 second left on the shot clock. It was out on Gonzaga a moment ago. But and Mahaney hits it. Are you fucking kidding me?
I think they're going to review.
They're going to review this. He hit that. I don't know if he got it off in time.
That's the voice of Siri again talking to us, Mike Reed.
Wow. What?
It's still in his hands.
Oh, yeah, it was still in his hands before the bell went up. He only had 1 second.
Okay, so no basket.
Still a heck of a shot there from Mahaney. I don't care if you count it or not. I mean, talk about a catch and release. Gonzaga with the ball, bringing it up, down by 9. Watson to Ike. Back out to Watson. And he passes it to Nembhard. Back to Watson, and Watson with the short jumper. And it's a 7-point game, 42-35 St. Mary's. Gonzaga with the double team at half court. Back out to the perimeter. This is number 44, Dukas. Pass it to 25, under the basket. Oh, no.
Yeah, they're calling Graham Ike with that personal foul. He's going to have to leave the game.
That's number 4 on Graham Ike, and this is catastrophe for the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Little things like that from Mason Forbes.
Is he staying in?
If you haven't watched Mason Forbes, where he's at right now is not his most.
He's still in for the moment with 4 fouls. Okay, and they're going to get him out. I was going to say, you gotta take him out. Number 34, Braden Huff will come in off of the bench for number 13, Ike. He is a force on offense, not as much on defense. And St. Mary's hits 1 of 2. And back to an 8-point lead for St. Mary's. Nembhard with the ball on the perimeter. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 8, 7, 6. And he passes it out to Braden Huff, who hits a 3. And that'll get the Gonzaga crowd alive once again. 43-38 St. Mary's. Gonzaga just 2 for 7 from the 3-point line today, though. 5 for 11 for St. Mary's. Oh, and we got a bench-clearing brawl here. And we'll see what all the fouls are here. I don't know what started this.
Because what they're going to call here is a technical foul on Alex Dukas, who ripped the ball out of Ryan Nembhard's hands after he ripped the ball out of Mason Forbes' hands.
So a technical called on Dukas. The referees are going to talk this over.
Once this timeout's called, a little bump.
Sounds like it might be a technical on both guys. And it looks like it probably should be, because Nembhard's kind of the ones that started that by taking the ball out of Forbes' hands.
We kind of sense, as you and I were talking about this at halftime, the chippiness that was going on out there. Mike Reed, one of the best officials in all of college basketball, looking at it.
This is all you need for these guys right now. It's like, come on, to be fighting over the ball and doing little silly things, getting technicals in a game this important. Not smart on both sides of the ball here.
Part of the intensity of this game is just how many times these teams and some of these
14-19 left in this game. We're under an official review here. And they'll hand out the technicals. And I mean, if it's both technicals, if they're offsetting, why not just play ball and act like it never happened? Both guys fouled. All right, 14 games for Gonzaga and St. Mary's since 2004. Most meetings in conference title games. So from 2004 till now, that's 20 years, 14 of those seasons, St. Mary's and Gonzaga have played each other for this championship.
Mark Few's telling his guys, they're going to be physical. St. Mary's one of the more physical teams in all of college basketball. And so you got to keep your mind dialed into the details and what you need to, how you need to execute.
I'll tell you, I don't think anybody's looking forward to playing St. Mary's right now.
Right before halftime. Yeah, you and I noticed as the teams came out of the locker rooms to start the second half.
They talked about the physicality of that team. To keep Gonzaga to 38 points right now, almost 6 minutes into the second half.
I don't know that works. We've not had an announcement yet of what they're doing.
That's something else. They are really taking a long time to talk about this.
Here comes Mike Reed. I think he's going to go to the line.
I felt like it was going to be pretty clear. Double technicals. Seems to be the call.
The public address announcer decided to just start talking, so Mike Reed got interrupted. We wanted to hear Mike. You got to lay out. Let the official make the announcement. All right, what did Greg Nixon tell you? Offsetting.
Offsetting technicals, that's what they decided to do, and St. Mary's takes the ball.
Just play off. Point of interruption. All right. Now Saxon, shot clock winding down.
All right, I agree. Oh, what a block from Gonzaga, and here comes Watson down the court. Watson off to Nembhard. Nembhard attacking the hoop. And look at that. He looked like Gary Payton putting that in. And it's a 3-point ball game. 9 points, 10 assists so far for number 0, Ryan Nembhard. And St. Mary's out on the perimeter. 7, 6, 5 left on the shot clock. And he got bailed out, I believe, with the foul. That's going to be on number 34, Braden Huff.
Goes straight up with his hands, doesn't break his arms, then gets the deflection. That leads to the run out. Even though the defensive transition was good, and when Ryan Nembhard can get his
Braden Huff with a good block on the other end earlier, but this time he draws the foul.
Well, remember that
and
here in the second half, 2 minutes into the half, something like that.
They're going to hit the first of 2.
Well, timeouts could be an issue, Dave. We got 13:27 left to go.
That's 44 for St. Mary's. Misses the second one.
Wow. They're calling Dukas for a foul, fighting for position. He was arguing that he was fouled.
And a foul on Dukas as Nembhard ends up with the rebound.
They got only 3 timeouts remaining in this entire game. Yeah, between both teams.
4-point game, Gonzaga with the ball. Nembhard bringing it up the court. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 13, 13, 13, 12, 11, 13, 10 left in this game. Watson with the ball, posting up, single teamed. He's going to pass it back out to 33, who gets it back to 34, Braden Huff. I thought that might be end one. He made that basket pretty quickly, but they're going to say it doesn't count. Braden Huff will go to the line for Gonzaga, who is trailing by 4.
There's already been 10 called. 7 on Gonzaga. Every time there'll be a foul for the remainder of this game, St. Mary's is going to get to the free throw line.
And Huff hits the first of two. 44-41 St. Mary's. And Huff hits the second. It's a 2-point ball game. 44-42, 12:54, 53-52 left in the half. Gonzaga with the full court press. And a 3-ball from the outside. That misses. Gonzaga with the rebound. And here comes Nembhard and the Bulldogs with a chance to tie it. Nembhard shoots the 3. It is in and out. Back to St. Mary's. 12:30 left in the game. It's number 20, Mahoney, with the ball. St. Mary's has never trailed in this game. They have led by as much as 11. The last time this game was tied was at 25-25. And another score for St. Mary's. What a lay-in there from Mahoney. And here comes the Zags. That's 22 points in the paint for St. Mary's. 20 points in the paint for Gonzaga. Nembhard puts it up, misses. St. Mary's with the rebound, and they will bring it up the court with a 4-point lead. Every time Gonzaga seems to get a little bit of momentum, like they're about to tie the game back up, St. Mary's just came back.
Almost finished the shot.
And that's going to be another foul on Gonzaga. 8 on the half.
It was chipping up in Spokane. It is chipping here in Las Vegas.
8 fouls on the Zags in the second half. Just 3 so far for St. Mary's. And St. Mary's will go to the line. And this foul trouble that Gonzaga has gotten themselves in, of course, the worst part of that is the 4 fouls on Graham Ike. He is 1 foul away from fouling out, and that's why he is out of the game and will most likely continue to sit on the bench for at least another, I would say, 3 minutes of game time. PBRs are always a good choice, though, Phil. I drank the rest of my 12-pack of PBRs. Well, I finished it up last night here on the stream. Let's see what we'll have going for tomorrow night, though. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll most likely hit some evening games. Let's do Stanford in California. Well, no, let's do an ESPN Plus game because everybody has that. Let's do number 16 Kansas is playing Cincinnati in the second round of the Big 12 championships tomorrow, 6:30 Pacific. So that's the game for tomorrow night for anybody that wants to watch. This is the first time, like I said, I've really watched the tournaments and the games leading up to the Division I NCAA tournament. I've watched that first round of the tournament many years, but this is fun to be able to watch the games leading up to it. 46-42 St. Mary's. They will go to the line because Gonzaga cannot stay out of foul trouble. 8 fouls in this half for Gonzaga, just 3 for St. Mary's. Mason Forbes, number 25 for St. Mary's, misses the first of 2.
missed 7 in a row in last night's game, made his last 2.
And here's another. He hits the second.
Straight time. He'll check out of the game. Luke Barrett comes in.
So
11:36 to go. The lead for St. Mary's.
Back to a 5-point lead for St. Mary's. Nemhart will bring up the ball for Gonzaga. Nemhart to Greg. Back out to Nolan Hickman, number 11. Oh, they almost lost the ball. That was a tip by number 3 of St. Mary's. Nemhart comes back up with it, though. Just 4 left on the shot clock. Nemhart puts it up. That's a miss. St. Mary's with the rebound. And just 11 minutes left in this game. Gonzaga has never led. The last time this game was tied was at 25-25 in the first half. Oh, and Aiden Mahoney making it look easy. Drizzling a little sauce on the board. That was fancy. 18 points for Aiden Mahoney. And Watson on the inside misses the hook. But the second chance, wow, Ben Gregg gets the rebound and puts it in. And it looks like that's going to be an and one. Yeah, that foul is going to be on a number 11, Saxon. For St. Mary's. Yeah, Barrett's trying to say that the foul should be on him, which is maybe the case. It was called on number 25, Mason Forbes. Ben Gregg to the line for Gonzaga, misses the free throw. So back to a 5-point game here for St. Mary's. 49-45, 10-16, 10-15 left in the ball game. And St. Mary's with the ball out to number 33, Barrett. He passes it to Mahaney. Mahaney's going to attack the basket. There's a block for Gonzaga. And Nemhart trying to run the court. That might be a travel on him. Nope, and he loses it to St. Mary's, though. Misses the lay-in there. St. Mary's gets the rebound. 9:42-41, 9:40 left in this half. Gonzaga could have really used that basket. That could have got him within one possession. And the lay-in for number 11, Mitchell Saxon, takes St. Mary's to 51. Here comes Nemhart, and he is blocked. That ball blocked into the crowd.
I think he's talking about the foul differential, 8-4 in this second half.
And Mark Few very angry. I don't know what he's yelling the refs about. He's got to be careful not to get a technical, though. And they'll inbound to Watson, back out to Nolan Hickman. And Hickman's going to drive, and he hits a short hook. 5-point game, 51-46. St. Mary's, 9 minutes left in the half. That's 6 points for Nolan Hickman, 3 for 7 on the night for him. And there's a steal from the Zags. Oh, and they
call a foul? They did. They call Marcelonis for a foul.
All right, so number 3, Marcelonis of St. Mary's. That's a foul on him.
Hickman, bench, trying to feel the energy, build off of that. Hey, Hickman's taking a big step forward this year. Different role.
So Gonzaga ball, Augustus Marcialonis, 3 fouls for him. And Nemhart with the ball, passes it to Watson. Watson lays it in. And it's a 3-point ball game. 14 points for Anton Watson. And St. Mary's attacking the hoop.
Foul on Saxon, going for the offensive
And the
rebound.
foul's going to be on number 11, Saxon, for St. Mary's.
Gave him one right back.
And
The intensity
that's 4 on Mitchell Saxon, so he's going to have to sit. 14 points for him in the game. But so 4 on Saxon, 4 on Ike for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. More PBR is always the answer. I need to make that a t-shirt. Yes. And the first for Watson goes through, putting Gonzaga within 2, 8:23 left in the game. Watson will shoot a second on the 1-and-1, 15 points tonight for him. And he nails the second. 1-point ball game. St. Mary's with the lead, 8-18, 17-16, 8-15 left in this game. Each team has hit 8 free throws, so even there. Almost a steal for Watson off of Mahoney there. And there's the steal for Gonzaga, and Nembhard passes it to the outside to Hickman. 22 on the shot clock, 7:48 left in the game. Nolan Hickman back out to Nembhard. And Nembhard passes it inside to Watson. That may be an offensive foul.
He gets called for the reach around foul, and that's going to put Watson back at the free throw line.
No, that's going to be on the reach around on Mahoney, putting Watson back on the line. Gonzaga with a chance to take their first lead of this ball game.
51-50 back right after this.
7:41 left in this game. 1-point lead for St. Mary's with Gonzaga going to the line. I had a feeling this one was going to come down and to the end and be a nail biter, and it's definitely looking like it. It's hard to overstate how important this win is to each team. This Sunday, the committee will get together for Selection Sunday. They will rate the top 68 teams in the nation, 4 different brackets, 1 through 16, with 4 teams playing for an entry. For the extra entry. I think it's for the 65th spot there. They call it the first 4. That'll be the first day. Just be those 4 teams playing. It's a win or lose to get in. And then, like I said, everybody else will start playing 16 through 1. Gonzaga, if they win, looking for possibly as high as a 4 seed. St. Mary's in a very similar spot, could end up with a 5 or even a 4. Should they lose, Gonzaga most likely drops down to at least a 6. St. Mary's dropping down to probably about a 6 as well. What's up, Drix? Hello, how is looking? Who shall win? I can't see the game. There's a little over 8 minutes left. St. Mary's is up by 1 point over Gonzaga, 51-50. And Gonzaga is going to the line after this commercial break. So if you look over on the left-hand corner of the screen, underneath where it says second half, you can keep up with the score there. Drix, you can see it says Gonzaga 50, St. Mary's 51. This Gonzaga crowd is getting down here. They, like I mentioned, they traveled well. St. Mary's traveled for this one as well.
Mitchell Saxon back in the game with 4 fouls. This was, Sean, what you noticed right before we went to break. Watch Aiden Mahaney as he fouls and he falls before, and then there's a kick right to the head right there.
Oh, that was an accidental kick there from Watson. Mahaney was already down from reaching around and fouling Watson. Incidental kick to the head there from Watson. Anton Watson, 16 points, 6 rebounds on the day, 4 for 6 from the stripe. He shoots his first of 2, and he makes it, and the game is tied at 51 apiece. That is the first time the game has been tied since 25-25. Gonzaga has never led, and he hits the second one. Gonzaga up by 1, 52-51. Drake says, if you should choose one to win, who? I'm a Gonzaga fan. I hope they win. And St. Mary's misses but gets the rebound. 7:25, 24, 23, 7:22 left in the game. 12 on the shot clock. Number 11, Sexton, underneath the basket. Looks like that's going to be a foul.
Hickman against Saxon, that's not going to end well. But it puts him at the free throw line.
8-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 8 seconds for Gonzaga. But that foul will put Sexton on the free throw line for St. Mary's. And he makes the first on a 1-and-1. Tie ball game. One more free throw here for Mitchell Sexton, who has 15 points on the game. And he hits the second one. St. Mary's with a 1-point lead. 7:15 left, or 7:15, excuse me, left in the game. Here comes Nembhard. Passes to the outside to Hickman. Hickman's going to shoot the 3. In and out, and St. Mary's with the rebound. I guarantee you that Gonzaga, that whole side of their fans was about to go nuts if that went in. And here comes Marcelonis. Oh! The nasty jam from number 25, Mason Forbes. And that puts St. Mary's back up by 3. There's Nembhard on the outside. Back to Hickman. Again to Nembhard. And that's going to, oh, I thought that was going to be a kick ball. But, oh, Nembhard shoots the 3 himself. And it's going to go over the board back to St. Mary's. 6:18 left in this game. St. Mary's with a 3-point lead will take the ball. Possession arrow for St. Mary's. And that was Aiden Mahoney on the outside. Passes it back out to the perimeter. Gonzaga almost a steal. That's going to be off of Gonzaga. I believe that's off of Watson. That's off of number 22, Watson. Number 44, Dukas, will inbound the pass for St. Mary's. Very physical game right now. And look at Nembhard. Nembhard jumps out for the steal. 5:45, 44, 43, 5:42 left in the game. And Gonzaga with a chance to come within 1 or tie it here. And inside to Watson, back out on the perimeter to Hickman, back to Watson. And he shoots a hook in and out. Man, I thought that was in. St. Mary's with the ball once again here. 5:15 left in this game. Gonzaga's got to start getting some stops here. And there's a 3 from the outside. Misses for St. Mary's. Gonzaga looked like they had, oh, and they give him a second chance. That's something you just cannot do if you're Gonzaga. And St. Mary's hits another 3. They're back up by 6. And Mark Few is going to call a timeout and talk about this one. Once again, it was number 20, Aiden Mahaney. You would think that they would figure out to guard this guy. But yeah, he's got nobody around him. Ben Gregg was trying to run to catch up, but not in time. you leave him unguarded, Mahaney can hit those all day long. I mean, that's just practice. 7-0 run right now for St. Mary's in the last 246. This has been a game of runs. And that run pretty much goes back to when Gonzaga tied it up at 51. Got to be getting close to bringing Ike back in if you're Gonzaga. Graham Ike spent much of the second half on the bench. You're looking at just under 5 minutes left. You're Mark Few. You got to decide, like, when do you want Graham Ike to come in? It's kind of hard for him to be a defensive presence with 4 fouls. You have Braden Huff in there, who's played pretty well in his replacement, or as his replacement. And there, Ike comes back in.
Look at that look in his eyes. Yeah. Well, he's told us the player he models his game after on the court, Kevin Garnett.
And he's got that look of a stone cold killer right now. Graham Ike, we'll see if he can do something about it. Ike back out to Watson. Back to Ike, and he immediately has an impact. Hits the hook shot inside. 4-point game. St. Mary's leading 58-54. Bring the ball up the court. Dukas to Marcelonis. Marcelonis going to take a little bit of time off the clock here. He's not in any hurry. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Back out to Sexton, and there's a 3-point attempt from St. Mary's, and Sexton misses it. But they get the rebound. St. Mary's leading the league in out-rebounding their opponents. Almost 12 rebound differential in their favor per game this year. And St. Mary's is going to miss a lay-in, but who's the foul on? And they're going to say that's on Nemhart of Gonzaga. Gonzaga, I think, was hoping that was going to be on Sexton. That would have been his 5th. So Sexton for St. Mary's and Ike in the game. Both of them with 4 fouls. One away from fouling out. Four-point ball game here in Las Vegas. The over-under at the half. What were they saying? The over-under was 118. So I believe I said 118, right? Maybe it was higher. I don't remember now. But if you bet the over-under, if it was 118, if you bet the over, you're likely to win because they're at 112. Might have been 138, though. I feel like it was like higher, closer to like 138. It was 131 and a half. Okay. So you're probably still good on the under. At the moment, it's a 4-point game. St. Mary's is a 4.5-point favorite. 3:33 left in the game. On the money line, St. Mary's a minus 400. Gonzaga plus 280 for the underdog money. But it's St. Mary's with the ball at the moment. St. Mary's got to be careful, though. Gonzaga, they'll sick that Bulldog, their mascot Spike, on anybody and everybody. And look at the Gonzaga fans, and they're all wearing their jerseys painted up. Really the pride of that city, this Gonzaga basketball team, as far as sports is concerned.
Wall to wall tomorrow, presented by T. Rowe Price. Quarterfinals on Thursday. Maybe we'll get a Duke Carolina championship matchup, and that will edge ahead of Gonzaga St. Mary's all time in the history of college basketball. Because as of right now, these two teams have met in a conference title game head to head as many times.
All right. Sexton at the line. He misses the first. Gonzaga trailing by 4 with just 3:48 left in the game. 16 points on the night for Sexton. And he'll hit the second. That's a 5-point game. Here comes Gonzaga. Nembhard to Ike. Back out to Hickman. Hickman to Watson. Watson to Hickman. Back inside to Ike. Oh, Ike and Sexton, they're playing physical here. Ike's got to be careful not to get an offensive foul. Oh, Ike with a nice screen here. Nembhard thought about taking it, pass it back into Ike. Ike misses the hook shot there, and St. Mary's will get the rebound. Gonzaga really could have used a score there. And you see foul trouble for Gonzaga. Nembhard with 3, Ike with 4. As far as St. Mary's, they have Sexton with 4. 6 on the shot clock, and they bury it. That's Aiden Mahoney, number 20 for St. Mary, and things are looking much more bleak for the Gonzaga Bulldogs after that score. It's a nail biter, says Dean. Yes.
Call the foul against St. Mary's. I think Marciulionis. Yeah, it's against Marciulionis.
And that foul will be against Marciulionis.
It will be. So
that's 4 on him.
A lot different player than Mitchell Saxon.
So three guys in the game with 4 fouls on them. 2 for St. Mary's, Marciulionis and Sexton. Of course, Gonzaga's Ike with 4 as well. Graham Ike at the line. Gonzaga down by 7. And he misses it. St. Mary's gets the rebound. And it's starting to look more and more like a St. Mary's ball game. Gonzaga with 2:25 left in this game. 7-point deficit. Gonzaga still has time, but they have to do something here quickly. And St. Mary's scores again. That was a lay-in for St. Mary's, back up by 9. 12-2 run in the last 5.5 minutes for St. Mary's. And there's a shot for Gonzaga. Still down by 7, though. Nice little short jumper for Gonzaga. They need a stop here. 144, 43, 42 left in this game. And you can bet St. Mary's is going to try to run that shot clock down to a few seconds. Marciulionis with the ball, passes inside to Mason Forbes, who goes down.
Got undercut. He says he's okay.
And that's going to be a foul on Anton Watson for Gonzaga. Number 22, Watson with the foul. But Mason Forbes, he's been down for a minute. He hit his head here. You got to hope he's okay.
Mason began his college career at Harvard. Great high school player in Northern California. Was a great high school football player as well. Went to Harvard, grad transferred, and then redshirted last year. Waited and joined a team much closer to home, and he's become a really important part of this team. They sat him up, and it looked like they were going to pull him up, and he said, no. Yeah, he needed another minute.
So an injury timeout here for St. Mary's. And they're just taking their time to make sure Mason Forbes is okay here. He is still laying, he's sitting on the ground now. He's at least sat up. And it looks like they're going to help him up. He's trying to get all the time that he can. I think you're probably looking at concussion here for Mason Forbes. He hit his head on the ground there. Good to see him up and moving.
They're taking Mason Forbes to the tunnel right away. As he goes up, he gets pushed, and as he falls down.
Oh, it was his elbow that he landed on there, and he goes straight to the tunnel. So Mason Forbes is out of this game.
Two huge opportunities.
I don't know that he will be back.
Lead is 7 for St. Mary's.
But if Sexton hits both of these free throws, it may not matter. And he misses the first. Just 1:28 left in this game, though. St. Mary's leading by 7. A free throw here for Sexton would make it 8. Sexton with 17 points. He misses the second. Here comes Gonzaga. They need a score, down by 7. And Nemhart playing sloppy ball. Oh, my. And oh, man, St. Mary's causes a loose ball there. They struggle. The possession arrow goes to St. Mary's, so they will get the ball again with a 7-point lead. Big turnover there for Gonzaga.
More pressure here now. If they don't force a turnover.
Yes, cheers, Phil. So Gonzaga, they need to get a stop here quickly. And he steps out of bounds. Barcelona steps out of bounds on the pass in. Now you're probably going to see a review because we're under 2 minutes here. Let's watch the replay here.
On the floor is under review. Let's see this next right foot.
There's the
I think his left foot did slide out of bounds. Yeah, first it was planted inbound.
His left foot appears. We need to swing the camera around the other angle. It's hard to tell from there. It looks like he might be touching the line, but there's not a good enough camera angle. Let's see it from another angle here.
And as he moves it that second time, that's when he's out of bounds.
Yeah, and it looks like he was out of bounds. Still not a perfect camera angle there. So I'm not 100% sure, but if they have the right camera angle, I think they should be able to tell this pretty definitively.
63-56, a huge call. I think this will be the Zags ball. I think so too.
If this goes to St. Mary's, that could be it for Gonzaga.
The black line right there. And so it'll be Gonzaga's ball from that point.
So there we go. It'll be Gonzaga's ball on their end of the court.
But I think you've got to get something going towards the bucket. If worst case scenario being going to the bucket.
So it appears. Still officially under review. The officials still yet to give us an official call on that. 1:18 left in this game. Most important call of the game right here.
To start the second half and curl Nolan Hickman into the center of the paint either. Good play. They've had success. They've ran it twice in this game, and they got buckets on both times. Then you pick up your press immediately and understand who you want to foul. You know, if you have to take a foul, who are you fouling? Who are you cycling?
The floor is confirmed. The player in white is out of bounds.
All right, so the call is confirmed. Gonzaga will take the ball, and it'll be on their side of the court. Maybe a quick two, they maybe even go for a quick tip in here to not take much time off of the clock. They'll put it right into Graham Ike. Ike back out to Watson, back to Ike. In and out, And Gonzaga misses 2 shots. St. Mary's is going to end up with the ball, and that might be it.
And that goes down as another St. Mary's turnover. Well, Gonzaga keeps it.
Oh, no. St. Mary's turns the ball over. Gonzaga seemingly with 9 lives right now. St. Mary's bailing them out again.
Absolute battle on the glass.
And here comes Watson on the baseline. Posts up. And he's going to miss the lay-in. No call.
Gonzaga, not one of them on that possession went down.
Ike had the rebound for a moment, but St. Mary's ends up with it. Gonzaga still hasn't fouled. They're going to have to here in a moment. Nembhard.
Now they will. A lot of time.
That's going to be 4 on Nembhard. They wasted a lot of time there. Just 44 and a half seconds left in this game.
This game as much as possible.
And this game all but over. It would take a heck of a comeback right now for the Zags. And Dukas at the line. That's not the guy you want there either. Hits the first of 2.
Alex Dukas, before the Zags played San Francisco, said, we want Gonzaga to win. We want another shot at it. And here they are 44.5 seconds away from a WCC championship.
And they hit the second. And that's going to make it all but impossible for Gonzaga here with 40 seconds left. Nembhard looking to get a quick basket. Misses the rebound for St. Mary's. And that should be the ball game. St. Mary's celebrating. Their fans celebrating on the sideline.
Struggling, looked like maybe they lost a little bit of their identity, and Augustus Marciulionis' improvement over the course of the season.
Yeah, you're looking at what would be probably one of the greatest comebacks in college history for Gonzaga at this point. Gonzaga. Oh, man. And Dukas hits the first.
Tonight, they controlled the pace of this game.
Double-digit lead, 34.7 seconds left. Yeah, I don't think this is in the cards for Gonzaga tonight.
Dukas has made 4 in a row here in the final minute. The lead is up to 11.
So St. Mary's, I would imagine, is going to come in around a 5 seed. I would say this probably drops Gonzaga from a 4 to a 7. Possibly a 6, depending on how everybody else does.
These 2 great coaches. You look at Gonzaga, how well they played coming into this game. You look at St. Mary's and the chip on their shoulder. Their only loss. And
some garbage points here, but St. Mary's is going to run the clock out here. Final 69-60, and St. Mary's is your Western Conference champions. And embrace between those 2 coaches, 2 of the best coaches in college basketball, in my opinion.
And 2024 in this era of this rivalry, the 4th time that St. Mary's has taken down the Zags in this championship game.
All right, final score here in the Western Conference Championship. St. Mary's 69, Gonzaga 60.
So familiar with one another. A lot of respect to see Dukas and Watson talking.
We will move on. I would not doubt that these 2 could see each other again in the NCAA tournament. It is far from over for the Zags, but they go down tonight in a game that they only led once by 1 point, 52-51. They lose 69-60 here in Vegas. So if you were looking at the over-under, it was 138.5 at the half. If you took the under, you're very happy right now because totally here, just 129. We will be back tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific. 9 p.m. Eastern. Game on the docket is I just had it here earlier. It's going to be Stanford and California. Or no, I'm sorry, Cincinnati and Kansas. We talked about Stanford and California, but Cincinnati and Kansas is on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus. Cincinnati, a 1.5-point favorite against 16-ranked Kansas. Second round of the Big 12 championships. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody has a great night. Hope you join us tomorrow, same place, same time. As always, I love you, I respect you, and I'll see your fine asses tomorrow.